Woody?
Rashawn, is that you?
Yes, I've been looking for you. But what's the matter, Woody? You seem down. Not like your usual super enthusiastic self.
I'm not down exactly. I just needed some time to myself, to chill out a little bit.
Oh, I didn't realize you needed privacy. I always thought dogs were energized and happy to be around people all the time.
I don't think any animal or person can be up all the time. Do you?
I guess you're right about that. You'd get pretty stressed and tired out, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm grateful my good friends at Project Harmony created this special place just for me. It's in a well-lit corner of the room I like best in the building. The corner I feel most comfortable in. Oh, it has my cushy, indestructible bed in case my anxiety level is high and I might need to chew on something. And my toys, my water, and food bowls are there too. It's just a nice, quiet place to go when I need a break. It's perfect for me. Don't you need a place to escape to too?
Yeah, especially when my older brothers are bothering me about, stuff. There's my tree house. It's in a really big tree in my backyard. It used to be where my brothers hung out, and they would never allow me up there, but they don't care about it anymore. In the summertime, the leaves hide you, and that's great. I go there to think, or whenever I just need to get away from things.
Do you have a place you can go in the winter?
Yeah, in the winter, I go to a room we have in our basement. It's more like a storeroom, but it has a small window. It's full of summer stuff like rafts, inner tubes, athletic equipment. It's warm. I've got a comfortable chair and a small table, and I can plug in my tablet if I need to. Got some snacks stashed so I don't starve, and so far, nobody thinks of looking for me there. If I could, I'd use my bedroom, but I share that with my older brother, Carlton, and I can never have it all to myself.
Well, I'm glad you have some places to escape to. Tell me, is there a reason why you came to find me today, Rashawn?
There is, but I don't want to interrupt you when you're trying to de-stress.
I had a short but nice nap, so now I'm raring to go. Welcome to Woody's Wisdom. No problem is too complicated for me, handsome and insightful English golden retriever that I am. Okay, so I don't have opposable thumbs like people or gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, or other apes and certain frogs, koalas, pandas, possums, and opossums, and oh yeah, many birds. Hey, did you know dinosaurs had opposable digits too?
Gotta admit, I didn't know any of that.
But you do know that I'm just about the friendliest dog on the planet, right? Ruff. You probably also know I love spending time with neighbors and kids who want to share their experiences and challenges. So, what's your issue, Rashawn? The world can be a tricky place, and we're here to help you and you out there listening feel more comfortable about asking questions and talking about challenges. I'm hoping we learn something valuable together. What's on your mind? I'm ready to take on your problem. Ruff. Spill it.
Well, Woody, it's about my friend Jake. He's been my close friend since we were in kindergarten. He's great, and we have a lot of fun together, usually. But lately, I'll admit he does some things that make me and everybody else uncomfortable.
Like what kind of things?
When I talk about them, they don't seem that bad, and I feel like I'm complaining for no reason.
Then let's ask my friend Atelorix.
I don't know that person.
Atelorix albiventris? Why, she's the smartest African pygmy hedgehog on this or any continent. She's earned 6 degrees with a master's in each biomimicry, viticulture and enology, bicycle design and fabrication, digital mapping, puppet arts, and bakery science. By the way, she also has a wicked backhand, especially for a hedgehog.
Oh, that sounds pretty impressive.
Well, it is. Her crowning glory is her recipe for apple pan dowdy.
Apple pan whatty?
Apple pan dowdy. It's like apple crisp, only I guess hers is way better.
Woody, I thought you weren't supposed to eat sweets.
I'm not. Well, certainly not chocolate, that's for sure. But my friend Atelorix albiventris found a recipe for a dish called puppy apple crisp. That's like apple pan dowdy. It's safe for dogs, cats, and horses. But back to your situation, Rashawn. with your friend Jake. It sounds like a conundrum to me. Do you know what that is?
Sorry, Woody. No idea.
A conundrum is a confusing, a puzzling, or difficult question. So let's ask Addie, a Telex albaventris.
I'd like all the help I can get.
I'm really the only one who can get in touch with her. It's a complicated series of Bluetooth, infrared, modem, network card, smartphone, Wi-Fi devices. Oh, and smoke signals.
Hey, Woody, is that you? Bonjour, mon ami.
That means good day, my friend.
Bonjour, Addie.
Woody, listen to you speaking French. Je suis impressionné.
Whoa, Eddie. My French is pretty limited. I only know a few words, thanks to you. But yes, it's me. And what was the second thing you said?
I said I was impressed. Comment allez-vous? That means, how are you? And let me guess, you need some advice, yes?
Addie, allow me to introduce my friend Rashawn. Addie, meet Rashawn. Rashawn, this is a Telex albaventris.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Albaventris.
It's nice to meet you, Rayshawn. And please, call me Addie. What's up?
Rashawn is having a hard time explaining what it is exactly.
I understand. Just give it your best, Rayshawn.
Okay. I have a lot of friends, but my best friend is Jake. We've been pals since we were 5. But lately, he makes all of us kind of, uncomfortable.
How?
Well, I'll just use me as an example. When we see each other, he gets really close to my face to talk to me. He actually does that to everyone. Or he talks too loud trying to include everybody, whether they're interested or not. Or if we're on the bus and I'm already sitting with somebody, he crowds into my seat anyway. When he shakes hands with people, he holds on for too long. No matter when we're together, he just gets too close. I see our friends backing away from him all the time, or just leaving. It makes me sad to see it, but then I do it too.
Rashawn, do you like being in a big crowd, like at a concert?
It's really a blast to go to a big event. People are always excited. They seem happy to be there, and that feeling rubs off on everybody else. But I don't like being in a big crowd that's pushing and shoving. Sometimes that happens, and it can be dangerous. But Jake loves crowds. Doesn't matter what kind it is.
Sounds like Jake might be a space invader.
A space invader?
A space invader is someone who gets too up close and personal with friends, family, and acquaintances in social situations. Space invaders really like people, and they feel more safe and secure being physically very near to others. The problem is that it can make those others, like you, feel really uncomfortable. Space invaders don't realize their actions make people want to back away or leave the scene altogether.
I feel terrible when all I want to do is get away from Jake.
It sounds to me like Jake doesn't know how to read signs.
What do you mean? Jake can read.
I think Addie's talking about different kinds of signs, not ones that direct you to locations or tell you to slow down or ask you to keep off the grass.
That's right, Rayshawn. I'm talking about body language.
Body language? Okay, I really don't know what you're talking about.
Body language is a way of communicating without words. The expression on your face, your posture, your gestures, your eye movement, and more. The look you're giving me right now tells me you're not just confused, you're skeptical. You're standing very straight and your arms are crossed, and that can tell the people that you're speaking to that you're done listening to them, or that you reject what they're saying. You're not looking around, your eyes are focused tightly on me and Woody.
Wow, all those things are pretty true. How did you learn to read all those signs that don't have words?
It's not hard. You can tell if people are happy or excited or angry or sad just by the tone of their voice, their posture, facial expression, arm movements, etc.
Let's say your best friend has tickets to March Madness or Disney World or Comic-Con, and you ask him if he's excited about going. If he was slouching in a chair, not looking at you, but out a window, speaking in a very bored and quiet way and answered, yes, would you believe him?
No.
Why not?
Well, my friends would be so totally juiced about going, they'd be jumping out of their skins.
What would their body language look like?
Well, they'd probably be grinning big time, laughing, being loud. They'd have a ton of energy. They wouldn't be able to sit still. They'd be making all kinds of plans for when they get there, you know?
Good description, Rayshawn. But doesn't Jake act like that?
Jake acts like that all the time, even if there's no reason. It makes people nervous.
Does Jake realize he's making people uncomfortable?
It sure doesn't seem like he does.
He sounds like he's not a good judge of body language.
You said he wasn't good at reading signs.
You're right. Body language signs. They're what gives us some direction on how people are feeling. Let's say you want to ride to your friend's house several miles away. So you go look for your dad to give you a ride. But when you find him, his facial expression is unhappy, his posture is stiff, and his voice is loud and angry. What would you do?
Oh, I would wait first until I know he's not mad at me. And then a little later, when he's in a better mood, I'd ask him for a ride.
How come?
When my dad looks like that, I know it's not a good time to ask for favors.
So you would have been paying attention to his body language and realizing that the signs were indicating the timing wasn't right, right?
Right. I just have to hold off for a while. He doesn't stay mad for long.
Have you ever tried to talk to Jake about the effect he seems to have on others?
No way! I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Do you think it might hurt his feelings to see people backing away from him all the time?
Well, yeah. He looks sad and confused when it happens.
Maybe it would help to know what Jake might be dealing with. It could be poor eyesight and that he needs to get close so he can really see the people that he's talking to. He might need glasses to see that he's getting too close.
Or maybe he has a problem with his hearing and wants to be sure he is hearing his friends correctly. Maybe he just likes to get up close and personal with his friends because it gives him a sense of security.
Maybe he's dealing with some degree of ASD, autism spectrum disorder. People with ASD often have problems with social communication and paying attention. And it's possible that he has ADHD. And you know what that is, right?
Yes, but I don't know how to explain it exactly.
Addie, can you break it down for us?
Sure. Well, you know what attention means, right?
Well, everybody knows what it is. Is it like focusing on something?
A simple explanation might be taking notice of someone or something, looking at someone or something as important, or closely noticing a person or thing. Any idea what deficit means?
I'll give it a try. I think deficit refers to something that is missing or lacking. For example, the last time I checked, I was 3 bones short of my backyard bone stash. Must be that pesky neighborhood wolfhound. He's tricky. Or maybe let's say, for example, I checked my bank statement and I noticed there was a $3 deficit.
Woody, you have a bank account?
I said it was just an example. But who knows? My good friends at Project Harmony may have opened a savings account for me. Or at least a Christmas club.
Come on, Woody.
Hey, a dog can dream, can he? Well, anyway, a deficit is something that is missing or lacking.
Wait, I get it. If you have an attention deficit, it means you have a hard time paying attention. It takes a lot of energy and effort for you to focus.
Right, Sean? That's it exactly. Good work. How about hyperactivity?
It sounds like somebody who has way too much energy.
That right, Addie?
Yes, good work, guys. And the last word is disorder, which very simply means is a state of confusion. That can also refer to the mind. Can you put all of those terms, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, together and make sense of it?
Okay, here goes. Someone with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is a person who has a hard time paying attention to what's going on around them. It means they have to make double the effort to concentrate on something.
Rayshawn, I'm impressed. Great work. Now, what about Jake?
I think it helps to know what could be causing him to act the way he does. Just realizing how hard it might be for him to change is also good to know. So the first thing I need to do is be patient and kind. My teacher says if you have to give somebody bad news about themselves, you need to be really kind about it.
How would you begin?
I don't know if this is the right answer, but... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My dad had a friend at work who had a problem like Jake's. He was really smart and good at his job, but he was about to get fired because he made the other employees uncomfortable.
What did your dad do?
I'm trying to remember. I was a little kid, so some of it went over my head. He did something with a hula hoop?
Seriously?
Yes, Woody. Okay, so a friend stands in the middle of a hula hoop, and the Space Invader stands with toes just touching the outside of the hoop. It's a great way for somebody like Jake to experience how much room he should be giving people he interacts with. If someone would practice that with him day after day, it would help him gauge how far he should be from another person he's interacting with.
I could do that with him. We have a hula hoop.
That would be so helpful, Rayshawn. Any other ideas?
Yeah, my dad had his friend stand about 5 feet away, then gradually move up one step at a time until he felt it was a comfortable distance from my dad, and then stop. Then my dad would show him the spot where he, my dad, started to feel uncomfortable. They did that one a lot.
Did all that stuff help your dad's friend?
Yes, he still has his job, and that was a few years ago. I think I would also ask Jake how it makes him feel when people back away from him. He always follows them or backs up when they do, and my dad says that's not a good idea because it makes people feel unsafe.
It's great that you want to help your friend, and it sounds like you're well on your way to doing just that. Plus, you can also ask your dad for advice too. Remember, we all have to respect each other and honor the needs some people have for privacy. All of us have experienced at one time or another the relative that likes to smother you with kisses or hugs too hard. We need to understand what might be motivating them, and also we have the right to politely ask them not to be so enthusiastic and aggressive.
Woody and Miss Addie, I sure appreciate all your assistance, but I have a question for Miss Addie. Woody says you're a phenomenal, award-winning chef.
Not to brag or anything, but yes, I'm practically an iron chef.
And that you have a recipe for apple crisp that is safe for dogs, cats, and horses?
True, but it's not my recipe. I found it on this great blog by Bobby Joe called Two Adorable Labs.
I guess Labrador retrievers are adorable. Just not nearly as adorable as Goldens, right? Oh.
Right, Woody. Here are the ingredients of Puppy Apple Crisp. It combines 1 large apple cut into bite-sized pieces, a 1/4 cup of oats, a teaspoon of honey, a teaspoon of wheat flour, a teaspoon of water, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. You mix the ingredients in a skillet, and then you bake it at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, and voila! Puppy Apple Crisp. That's also great for horses and cats. Delicious. Woody, Rayshawn, it's been delightful, but I must pole vault my way out of here. I got a huge order of shoe fly pie for tomorrow.
Shoe fly pie?
You've got to fly, bye!
You can look it up online, but I think it's a pie made with molasses. Oh, I forgot to tell you that Addie is also a champion pole vaulter.
Wow. Thank you, Woody, for introducing me to Miss Addie and for being so patient.
It's what I'm here for. Helping people with questions and concerns is what all of us at Project Harmony are here for. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Bye for now, friends. We'll be back again soon.
Thanks for listening to Woody's Wisdom. Our show is produced by Project Harmony and R.E.S.P.E.C.T.